Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present you our business idea. Me and my colleagues, Lucia Petržalkova and Radana Breščičová, will present you an amazing idea about new business. So, firstly, I will introduce you the content of this presentation and on this speech. First, we will start with the amazing idea that I'll present you. Secondly, I'll talk quickly about industry analysis that we conducted. It will be followed by the financials and the financial assumptions that we have considered while launching this new idea. And then I will talk about some risk factors that come along with the business and also unique selling points. And lastly, I will explain you why it should be us, why you should invest in us and give us the loan. Firstly, we'll start with our target market. We segment the market into two categories. Firstly, B2C and B2B. We'll focus mainly on the B2C market as the market is constantly growing, and we'll focus on all, so both women and men, and middle age. And actually all ages, as we are specifically focusing on smokers. And further, we are focusing on smokers that we are willing to be healthy. So they shop for cigarettes and they shop also for the healthier alternative of cigarettes. And our second target market is businesses. So we will focus on the retailers that sell cigarettes and that sell e-cigarettes. So, what is our business idea? We are bringing into Netherlands the new amazing e-cigarette from China that is called Cico, with a special colors, special smells, and it's an innovative product that hasn't been launched in Netherlands so far. We will import it in the Netherlands because the country is a country with the highest rate of smokers in Europe, so we believe that the market has a lot of potential. Over 170,000 people in Netherlands are smokers. Secondly, in the last 15 years, the smokers of cigarettes fell by 62%. However, 23% of them started smoking e-cigarettes. Therefore, we see a large potential in a growing e-cigarette market. Let's take a look at the market and the industry analysis. First, let's start with the industry size. According to the table in the presentation, we can see that the sales in units are decreasing. However, due to large amounts of people who are buying the cigarettes, the sales in cash are increasing over these periods of time. That symbolizes a positive advantage for us as a new business that is to be launched in the Netherlands. In terms of distribution channels, we can also see that in tobacco stores and gas stations, the distribution has been gradually growing over the past 3 years. This is the reason why, with our new business, we would like to focus on these two retailers as a B2B segment. We can see that there are two main players within the market in terms of competition, and those are Enjoy and Vapor. These two competitors take the most of the market size, the market share, and are the main ones in production of e-cigarettes. Let's take a look at the Porter's Five Forces analysis, as we thought, or we considered it to be the very important aspect of our overall analysis in order to launch the business and launch it well. So we have considered that the highest power in our business or in our business environment have the buyers. And why the buyers? Because in terms of cigarettes and e-cigarettes especially, there is a large variety of products that customers can choose. And not only the customers as the final customers, but also the retailers. So we consider that the switching cost of our buyer is very high, and therefore the threat arising from the buyers and their their power is very high. Also, in terms of the substitutes, as there are cigarettes, the main substitutes, threat is quite high. However, I wouldn't like to look at the high threat areas, and we consider them, but the most importantly, why we are choosing to start this business is due to the low power areas, and that can influence us in a good way. So we have taken a look at the power of Revelry, as there are two main competitors who make and distribute almost homogeneous product of e-cigarettes. We believe that this is our unique selling point, where we sell different products and it has more varieties than our competitors. Therefore, we believe that it would be prosperous for us to launch it in this area, in the Netherlands, because these two competitors have very similar products and we would be different. Therefore, we would choose differentiation strategy. In terms of suppliers, there are a lot of suppliers, and that is the reason why their power is less, because we can choose. However, in terms of our e-cigarette and its uniqueness, we have only few suppliers that supply us with this e-cigarette, and therefore the power of our suppliers is medium to high. We have also considered the barriers to entry. Apart from the regulations and the legal aspect of the business, we believe that there are no strict barriers to entry the business in the Netherlands especially. I would like to continue with the financial statement. In terms of the costs, we can see that from the first period until this last period, the costs are gradually growing, and as the revenues are growing due to increased number of units that will be ordered, hopefully due to demand and increasing demand. However, in order to break even in a shorter period of time and to have finances to be able to finance these units and the purchase of them, we would need from you a loan of 30,000 euro, which would be paid in 6 periods. In terms of income statement, this change would be noticed already in the second quarter, when we would be able to finance our operations activities, mainly the operating activities, and this cash flow would just help us to increase the number of units that would be sold to the customers, and in terms of we can see from the financial analysis that in terms of net profit margin, over these periods of time, we took a period of the year 2019 and 2020, that there is even 50% increase of the net profit margin. And in terms of return on assets and return on equity, there was also noticed an increase over these periods of time, which are 4 periods if we look at the in terms of the costs, we can see that from the first period until this last period, the costs are gradually growing, and as the revenues are growing due to increased number of units that will be ordered, hopefully due to demand and increasing demand. However, in order to break even in a shorter period of time and to have finances to be able to finance these units and the purchase of them, we would need from you a loan of 30,000 euro, which would be paid in 6 periods. In terms of income statement, this change would be noticed already in the second quarter, when we would be able to finance our operations activities, mainly the operating activities, and this cash flow would just help us to increase the number of units that would be sold to the customers, and terms of, we can see from the financial analysis that in terms of net profit margin, over these periods of time, we took a period of the year 2019 and 2020, that there is even 50% increase of the net profit margin. And in terms of return on assets and return on equity, there was also noticed an increase over these periods of time, which are 4 periods if we look at our financial statements divided into the quarters. Now let's take a look at the risk factors. The first and the main one is the market and opportunity risk factor, which is external risk and influence of the market on our business operations. The regulations, the political one also falls within this one, and these are just external influences on our business, which could be also economic, political as regulations, and also the increase and decreasing demand for cigarettes due to social changes. Secondly, the financial risk is the lack of finances in terms of our business. This risk is internal, and it's more of a weakness that we would like to overcome with our opportunities. Then we have the competitive risk, which is of course connected with the rivalry and connected with the competitors, as they are controlling the largest amounts of market share, and there are just two main competitors. And lastly, the market entry strategy risk is how we will differentiate ourselves, and this risk can be easily mitigated if we have enough finances to invest in the marketing strategy to differentiate our brand well. Now, why you should invest in us? There are 4 main reasons why we believe that we are eligible for the investment and for the loan. Firstly, it is the constantly growing market, not just due to economy, but also due to population and their needs and wants. The value that companies give has been increasingly influencing customers and their positioning of the brands. This is our strategy. We would like to position ourselves as a healthy alternative, which customers tend to incline to based on our research. Secondly, we have discovered this gap in the market, that our product would be unique. If we would look at the competitors and competition, we can see that the products are very homogeneous. Our product is unique and is differentiated. This is our unique selling point. Thirdly, we believe that the risk factors are very limited and general, that there are no problems, there haven't been problems and issues recognized in the past years in terms of finances, in terms of the economy and market influences, if we look at the smokers and tobacco market. Especially with the growing technology and growing need for technology, we believe that the e-cigarettes would be very successful in this market. And lastly, we believe that the limitations we have are very low. We believe that there is a high certainty that the customers would like something new, because there are only 2 main producers or distributors of small e-cigarettes, and we are just different. We would provide different varieties of the product. We would be different for the customer, and that is the strategy we are choosing. So, based on our assumptions, forecasts, and our presentation of our idea, we would really appreciate your feedback, and if you could get back to us with your proposition or any questions. Thank you very much, and have a great day.